Merry Christmas! Cake! Santa! There are a lot of Santas, huh?
Masaki, do you think we'll get presents from all the Santas?
Presents! Wait! Masaki, that's dangerous! Ouch! I was dreaming of nostalgic things when my son's arm came swinging down on my face. Damn, his sleeping habits are getting worse and worse, Masaki. I woke up with pain. I've already gotten used to mornings like this. I'm Haruki Yoimiya, 37 years old. A regular businessman working at a trading company. A perfectly ordinary guy. And he's sleeping so adorably. This is my son Masaki, who's now 6 years old. I wonder what kind of dream Masaki's having. 3 years ago, when Masaki was 3, I divorced my wife. So now, it's just me and Masaki living together. Masako and I were originally workaholics. We had a career-driven relationship, and before marriage, we were partners who helped each other grow.
Why? Why just me?
Masaki had just turned 3, and a major job opportunity overseas came up for Masako at her company. But she wasn't considered for the position simply because she was a mother. That's when everything exploded. She had probably been feeling something, watching me continue my career without a hitch.
I understand I needed to be a good mother. But seeing you continue to rise in your career, it was painful for me. I also wanted a promotion. Why can't I aim for something more just because I'm a mother? Just because I'm a woman? I have been told that if I succeeded in my next big project, promotion would surely follow.
Alright, then let's do this. But promise me one thing. It's already been 3 years. It feels like it went by so quickly. Raising Masaki while continuing work isn't just tough. It's more like an impossible riddle that never ends. It's probably harder than dealing with the most difficult business negotiations. For me, it's a series of tough, puzzling questions. But she must have struggled a lot too. The changes in Masaki's heart as he grows up. Parenting is always full of unknowns. Dad, how long are you gonna sleep? Masaki, you are awake? Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Dad. This smile at the start of the day makes any struggles feel worth it. Children are incredible like that. The joys of difficult parenting, I feel them every day. Wait, I can't waste any more time. Masaki, we're running out of time. We're going to be late! If I hadn't woken you up, you'd be done for, huh, Dad? Right. I was awake, though. Come on, get dressed. And the bag is... It's all done already. After I eat my strawberry jam toast, I'll be ready. When did you do all that? Every morning, racing against time. It might be my fault. Today, your mom is going to call for a video chat, Masaki. Really? I want to tell her so many things, like what I did with my friends, or how I can write my name now. Yeah, she'll be happy to hear that. Masaki understands our situation, even though he's still young. He's the reason I could make the choice to divorce Masako. We might be criticized with, then why did you get married and have a child? It's cold. It feels like snow could fall any minute. On my way to pick up Masaki from daycare after work, I shrink from the cold as I watch my breath dissipate. Christmas is coming soon. The atmosphere of the city is filled with excitement. This Christmas will certainly be an unforgettable day for me. I'll have to ask Masaki what he wants from Santa too. As I arrived at the daycare, I headed towards the classroom. There, the children were waiting for their parents to pick them up, each engrossed in their own play.
Masaki-kun, it's time to go home.
Masaki, sorry to keep you waiting. Dad! Masaki runs up to me with a big smile. Every time this happens, my heart fills with joy.
Huh? Could it be Haruki-kun? It is Haruki-kun! I can't believe I'd run into you here.
Sorry. Who are you again?
You don't remember me? It's Asami from university.
I recall a bad memory when she mentions her name from university. I had completely forgotten about this past. Looking at her guardian ID hanging around her neck, I realized she must be leaving her child under care here. Dad, do you know Aimi-chan's mom? Then Aimi-chan, let's go outside together.
Okay.
She's Aimi Yamada. I've heard about her a few times from Masaki, and they seem to play together often.
Masaki-kun always invites Amy-chan to play with him whenever she's alone. Masaki-kun is so kind.
Masaki and Aimi hold hands as they walk toward the shoe locker, so we end up walking together too.
What's with that caretaker lady? There's no way our kid would be alone.
It's not good to twist things like that.
What? You're still the same with your condescending attitude. Breaking up was the right choice.
What are you talking about? If I remember right, we broke up because of your affair.
What are you talking about? I think you're mistaken. By the way, I heard there's a single dad here. Could it be you?
Yeah? So what?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Oh, but I guess that makes sense, huh?
She laughs so hard at my words, and I can feel unpleasant memories from back then come flooding back.
So, you think a man with a divorce history is problematic? Makes sense, huh?
Hey, that's prejudice. You should stop thinking like that.
Oh, Mom, it's not nice to be mean. I wasn't being mean.
Aimi-chan speaks up cautiously. She seems a bit hesitant, but she must have gathered the courage to say it. Is she scared of her mom? I have to step in here. It's okay, Aimi-chan. Thanks for always being such good friends with Masaki.
What? Masaki-kun is kind. I like him.
Yeah, thanks. Uncle's happy too. I make eye contact, zip up her jacket, and she gives me a cute smile. Huh? By the way, Aimi-chan, where's Masaki? Auntie! I'm giving you this! Aimi-chan and I got a worm!
Ah, don't bring it over here!
The worm will clean the soil! Maybe it will even clean you, Auntie!
No! Get it away!
Masaki! Oh, stop it. Aimi-chan, bye-bye! Masaki and Aimi wave at each other. Despite any hard feelings between the parents, it doesn't affect them. Make sure to play a lot with Aimi-chan tomorrow too. Yeah! Oh, Dad! The teacher said we'll get a notification about the Christmas party on the smartphone. In the past, we used paper notifications from the daycare, but now they've introduced a system called Kids View. I can check daycare updates on my phone anytime, which is helpful since I'm always busy. 20th, huh? Okay, I'll adjust my work so I can make it. Really? Yay! I'm looking forward to it! Parent observation isn't something that happens very often, so I try to prioritize it when I can. It's probably one of the last ones. Masaki is starting elementary school next spring. The daycare events are gradually coming to an end. I grasp Masaki's warm hand, savoring the time I have left with him before it flies by.
Good morning, Department Head Yomiya. It's cold today, isn't it?
She's Matsuri Fujigami, a capable employee who supports me. Good morning, Fujigami. It's really cold indeed. I feel like I'm getting more sensitive to the cold each year.
Well, for a department head who's becoming a grandpa, here's something to help you warm up.
She laughs while pouring hot green tea. I didn't say I'm a grandpa. Thanks, Fujigami.
This is a knitting book, right? Do you like it, department head?
No, I've never done it before, but it's for my son's Christmas gift.
That's nice. What are you making?
I'm making gloves.
Gloves? Isn't that a bit advanced for a beginner?
Yeah, it is, but I thought it would be nice. This Christmas, I want it to be special.
No.
Matsuri briefly looks like she's going to cry at my words. I think of changing the subject, but...
I'm good at knitting. If you'd like, I'd love to help make this special Christmas even more special. I'm grateful to you, department head. I wouldn't have reached the position of section chief without your support.
Matsuri's confident now, but when she first joined the company, she was a bit different.
I used to think I wasn't good enough because I was a woman, and I couldn't raise my hand for the jobs I wanted. But you helped me. You showed me that women can advance in their careers too. Because of that, I want to do anything I can to support you.
After meeting people like Masako and Matsuri, I realized that, in this company, both women and men can challenge themselves if they have the ambition. Seeing Matsuri's bright smile made me realize that what I've done wasn't wrong. Time seems to fly by. Maybe it's because it's December, or maybe for another reason. As I think about it, the 20th comes around quickly, and it's the day of the Christmas party. Since each family can bring up to 2 people, many families come with both parents. Hey, Dad, what's wrong? Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Let's have fun today, Masaki. Yeah, I'm good at crafts, so leave it to me. I'll go talk to my friends for a bit. Masaki happily heads to his friends. Today, the parents and children will make Christmas wreath together.
Oh, you came alone again, Haruki-kun.
Hello, Yamada-san. Since that time, I keep running into Asami during the pickup times. Every time we meet, she mocks me, and I wonder how she never gets tired of it. I'm getting tired of dealing with it, but I have to endure it for Aimi-chan's sake, so I keep quiet.
It must be lonely without your wife on Christmas, huh? Someone like you probably won't find a new spouse, right?
I've told you countless times, don't talk like that in front of the kids.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, isn't it? You can't even maintain your fatherly dignity.
My dignity doesn't matter. I'm telling you not to hurt the kids.
But it's okay to hurt your wife and get a divorce?
Hey, old lady! Stop saying bad things about my dad all the time! Masaki, who was supposed to be with his friends, immediately returns, sensing the situation.
Masaki-kun, shouldn't you call me Amy-chan's mom instead of old lady?
No, I like Aimi-chan, but I don't like you, the old lady who bullies my dad. I hate people who say bad things about my dad and mom. I hate them all. Masaki. Hey, Asami, what's going on?
Hey!
Aimi's father arrives. He had been talking to a daycare teacher in the staff room and seems to have come late. Yamada quickly bows and greets me with a smile, while Asami is nervous. Yoimiya-san, your child is attending here. Yeah, I didn't expect Aimi-chan's father to be you, Mr. Yamada. When he notices me, Aimi-chan's father quickly bows. It turns out that until recently, Aimi-chan's grandmother had been doing the drop-offs and pickups, so I had never run into them before. By the way, did my wife say anything rude?
Wait a minute. Do you know him?
This is someone important from the client company who's been really helpful with my work.
Huh?
Oh, please stop calling me important. I'm just a humble department head. Don't be so modest. I'm grateful to you. Our company has grown so much thanks to you, Yoimiya-san. So, I'm actually familiar with Mr. Yamada as a business associate. Yoimiya-san is particularly outstanding at Love Koi trading. He became the youngest department head in the company's history. He's great at his job and has a great personality. He's the ideal I look up to.
That sounds a bit exaggerated.
Not exaggerating. Yoimiya-san, sorry. Actually, I remarried her. Remarried? Asami looks awkwardly and turns her face away. It seems Mr. Yamada was once a single dad, just like me. Oh, I see. I've been told by her that people with a divorce history are problematic. What did you say? Asami, what did you do? Mr. Yamada, please calm down. I'm fine. The discussions between the couple can happen after this meeting. We have the kids with us. The parents around them started whispering, and Asami shrank into herself, not speaking a word during the Christmas party. She just stared into space throughout the event. Well, the Christmas party is over, and a few days later, it's Christmas Eve. I was working as usual, and by chance, I ran into Mr. Yamada. After that, I talked to Asami and had her explain everything. I'm really sorry. After finishing the work discussion, Mr. Yamada apologized to me. She says she's been stressed out because she couldn't get along with Aimi, and it seems like she had complaints about me too. She probably made a sarcastic comment about people with divorce histories as a jab at me. I told her not to make assumptions, as every family has its own reasons. Of course, I also made it clear that there is not a single issue with you, Mr. Yoimiya. Thank you for your consideration. I look forward to continuing to work with you. After that, Asami was served with divorce papers. She had been mocking me, and she kept making remarks that disregarded Aimi-chan's feelings. Aimi-chan also said, I can't think of her as my mom, and Asami ended up losing her family. The next day, I took the day off from work, and Masaki stayed home from daycare. We spent the entire day together for Christmas. I feel guilty taking 2 paid days off during the busy end of the year, but...
Department head, men can take leave for family reasons too.
Fujigami and the other staff encouraged me. Maybe I should bring snacks for the department tomorrow. Merry Christmas! Me and Masaki stayed together in front of the Christmas cake. This is our 6th Christmas together. It may not be many, but every Christmas has become an unforgettable memory for me. Dad, the food is delicious! It's even fancier than last year! Yeah, I worked hard this year, Masaki. Thanks for helping me. Watching Masaki help with the food, I can't help but feel emotional about how much she's grown. The meal is done, and it's 8 p.m. Masaki eagerly watches out the window, waiting for the snow to start falling. Alright, Masaki, let's go. Yeah! Masaki, smiling, starts preparing. I watch kindly as Masaki now dresses himself without needing help. Whoa! It's beautiful! So bright! I guess it's that age when just going out at night feels exciting. Whoa! It's so bright even at night! It's such a fun night, Masaki! Masaki's hand in mine is warm. For me, who's sensitive to cold, it feels more comfortable than a hand warmer. It's about time. Masaki, here. This is your Christmas present from Dad. I pull out the handmade gloves I had been holding in my pocket. With Fujigami's advice during breaks at work, I had made the gloves, though they turned out to be a bit misshaped. Thanks! You made these, right, Dad? Huh? How did you know? I saw you making them even after I went to sleep. You always do so much for me, even though you're busy. I've been watching you. Thanks, Dad. You're a fool. That's just what dads do. I gently put the gloves on Masaki's small hand, savoring every word he says. Did you hold it in your pocket? It's warm. I treasure every word, keeping it in my heart. Then I point towards the station. Masaki, look, over there. Huh? Mom! I see her! It's Masaki's mom, my ex-wife, Masako. On that day, 3 years ago, when we decided to divorce, I made a promise to her. Promise me, once the big job overseas is done and you've moved up, come back and pick up Masaki.
Of course. He needs a mom. I'll work hard to get promoted. Please take care of Masaki until then.
I had decided to divorce to give her an environment where she could be promoted more easily. Starting next term, I will go on a long-term assignment overseas, and Masaki will live with Masako. Mom!
Masaki! You've grown up. Haruki, thank you for respecting my feelings. Thanks to you, I've been promoted to department head.
You worked hard. If you're going to thank someone, it should be Masaki. We were able to choose this path because of Masaki.
Yes, Masaki. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I really love Dad and Mom, who work so hard. Masaki's pure words make me feel comforted. Maybe parents are raised by their children. Spend a lot of time with Masaki and hug him. Good work.
Thank you. Truly thank you.
I feel Masako's gratitude deeply as she bows, and it's enough for me to know. Dad! Masaki, what's wrong? Here, I want to give it to you. This is a handmade Christmas wreath. It's the one Masaki and I made together at the Christmas party. Huh? Wasn't this supposed to be for Mom? No, I decided to give it to you, Dad. I'll make another one for Mom later. Masaki, thank you. I'm sorry, we'll be apart for a while, but you can always contact me, okay? Yeah, it's a promise, okay? When did you get so strong? I shook Masaki's grown-up hand and felt the warmth of it, as if engraving it in my heart. Dad! Mom! It's snow! The white snowflakes were gently falling. It was the snow that Masaki had been eagerly waiting for. It really is. I hope it piles up, Masaki. The face that had been so happy talking about making a snow fort when it piles up was burnt into the back of my eyelids.
Well then, let's go.
Yeah! Dad! Let's go look at the lights again! Right. Next time, let's go see it as a family of 3. We didn't divorce because our love faded. It was because I wanted to respect my wife's wishes. To help my beloved wife get promoted, she needed to have the title of single, and the fact that she wasn't raising children. And so, we spent this Christmas together, as a complete family, after 3 years. A year passed, I returned from my overseas assignment, and we were spending Christmas as a family of 3 again this year. Dad! Mom! Here's my Christmas present for you! I made it at school! Masako and I shared the same thought. We want to keep Masaki's struggles and loneliness to a minimum. On paper, Masako and I are no longer a couple, but the fact that we are family hasn't changed.
Hey Haruki? When I heard that you're supporting women's career advancement at your company, I was so happy. I want to change the trend where women with children can't get promoted too.
I've heard that in Masako's company, it's especially difficult for women with children to get promoted. Masako is determined to lead the way and change the situation. You can do it, Masako. I'm rooting for you. I knew it! My parents are so cool! You're my pride! In Japan today, it's still difficult for women with children to build a career. That's why I chose divorce. But even now, I wonder, did my choice mean I neglected Masaki, even though I had his consent? However, I also think that this path was the best and shortest for my wife to succeed in both work and family. Will there ever come a day when people won't have to make choices like ours? A day when we can remain a married couple on paper, and women can aim for career advancement just like men.